Hey, Stephanie. Good morning. Guess what? I just got wind that you're jetting off to Costa Rica. Seriously, is it true? Rumor has it you're teaming up with 3 other local moms? How long's the trip? 3 days and 2 nights, am I right? By the way, mind if I crash the party too? Put me on that list, girl. I'm totally joining you on this epic adventure.
Huh? Hold on a second, Clarissa. This is a little sudden, isn't it?
I really want to come along. Exploring Costa Rica sounds amazing to me.
Yeah, but we've been planning this for a while now. I'm honestly not sure how to respond to your request.
Come on, just add me to the list. It can't be that hard, right?
Well, you're aware that it won't be free, right? You'll need to cover your own expenses and contribute to your share of the costs.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
You're telling me you want to go with us because you have the money to pay, right?
Definitely. My husband's quarterly bonus is just around the corner, so he'll be more than willing to chip in for this awesome girls' trip. Getting a little extra cash won't be a problem at all.
I understand. I'll need to check with the others if you're okay with joining us or not. If they don't have any objections, I suppose you can come along. Let me discuss it with them and I'll get back to you with an answer later.
Huh? Do you have to consult everyone about every little thing? Don't you have your own opinion on this matter?
Of course. I have to consider everyone's opinion. This trip is a collective plan. And I can't simply add an extra person without consulting the others first. It's important to respect their input and make decisions together.
Well, I guess if you have to. But tell them I'm really excited about this, and it'd break my heart if they won't let me come. I don't know why I wasn't invited in the first place. It's only natural that I join you girls. But between you and me, even if they say no, I'm still coming with you.
Oh, God. Hi, Clarissa. Are you free at the moment? Can I talk to you about the trip to Costa Rica?
Absolutely. I've been eager to discuss it with you too. So tell me, did they give the green light for me to join you on your trip?
I spoke to the others and they said you could come, but...
That's great. I knew they'd agree. You guys have no reason to say no to me.
But on a few conditions. Number 1, you're not late when we leave for the airport. Number 2, when we're in Costa Rica, you have to stay with us and not go running off on your own. Number 3, you don't complain about what the group chooses to do or where we choose to go. It's majority decision, not your decision. Number 4, you have to pay your share of the bill.
Seriously, what's up with all these rules? Don't baby me. I'm a full-fledged adult. No need to stress. I've got everything under control. I can handle it all, trust me. Why in the world would you doubt my capabilities? Let's enjoy this trip without unnecessary restrictions, okay?
Can you really?
Definitely. Why would you even question that? I really don't understand what's going on in your head right now.
You can't think of any other time you've been late or irresponsible.
Huh? What are you trying to say?
How about when you come to pick up your daughter from preschool? The teachers are always saying that you come 30 minutes to an hour late to pick up your daughter, even though you're home all day with nothing to do. It's gotten so bad that your husband and your mother-in-law has to pick up your daughter now. And when the preschool tried to bill you for all the times you came late, you refused to pay them and caused a big scene.
That's because I already paid for preschool. There shouldn't be any additional fees. It's actually against the law for them to charge me more than what I've already paid.
But it's their policy that you have to pay extra if you're late picking up your child. It's a preschool, not a free babysitting service. They have that policy specifically to avoid people trying to take advantage of them. Why do you think your husband and mother-in-law are the ones who have to pick up your daughter now? They said if you were late again, they'd make you take your daughter out of their preschool classes.
Oh, come on. So what if I've been late a few times? What does that have to do with anything?
Since you don't have a job, I won't bother asking why you can't pick up your child on time. However, what I'm getting at is that you tend to have a bit of a habit of being late. That's why I'm unsure if I can rely on you to be punctual during our trip.
But that's a whole different story. I'm super excited about Costa Rica. It's been a lifelong dream of mine. Trust me, I wouldn't be late for something as incredible as this. You don't need to worry one bit.
And remember, this is a group vacation. We're going sightseeing and doing everything together. The tours and everything will already be booked. That means you have to stay with the group. If you don't, you'll still have to pay for your share even if you don't participate. The plane ticket will be on the same credit card so I can get the miles. But you have to pay me back for it. Since this trip is so short, we couldn't get an all-inclusive package. So you'll have to pay for everything separately when you're there too. That means your hotel room too.
Okay, don't worry. I don't have my husband drop me off at your place the morning we leave. That way, there's no way I can be late. And I promise I'll do whatever you girls want. It's not like I'm going to try to ditch you or anything. What would I possibly do without you? I don't speak a word of Spanish, and I don't know anyone there. And my husband will be getting his bonus, so money won't be an issue. I promise.
Promises are one thing, but can I actually hold you accountable for that promise?
Absolutely. It's disheartening that you have such little trust in me. After all, we're sisters. You should have more faith in my words and actions.
Gosh, I hope I don't regret this. Clarissa, we're all here waiting on you. I told you that we were leaving at 6 a.m. sharp. I told you to be here by 5:45 a.m.
Oops, my bad. I'm heading over there right now. I should arrive in about 15 to 20 minutes. Hang tight, I'm on my way.
What? We haven't even left the country yet and you've already broken a promise.
No worries. We have plenty of time to reach the airport. Even if we all leave in 20 minutes, we'll still make it on time.
Well, yeah, if the freeway is moving smoothly. But now we've got to hope we don't run into traffic or we may have a problem. You said you were looking forward to this trip and you couldn't even get to my house on time. I told you we were leaving at 6 a.m. I asked you to be here by 5:45 a.m. And now you're telling me it'll be around 6:20 a.m. when you show up?
I couldn't do anything about it. It wasn't my fault. Seriously. This morning was chaotic at my place. I got held up due to some urgent matters I had to take care of, and it delayed me from leaving on time.
Whatever. Arguing about it isn't going to change anything. Just get here as fast as you can. We're leaving at 6:20, whether you're here or not. If you don't think you can make it, then get your husband to drive you directly to the airport.
I'll be there in a bit. Just relax.
Hey, Clarissa, where'd you run off to? We haven't even left the airport and you've already taken off. Can you please hold off on your solo escapades until we reach the hotel? Let's stick together for now.
Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to ditch you and the rest of the group. You see, I stumbled upon the most attractive guy ever. He's tall, dark, and incredibly handsome. Can't blame a girl for being momentarily distracted, right?
Huh?
Guess what? He speaks English too. I was worried he'd only know Spanish, but it turns out that's not the case. We got engrossed in a conversation and time slipped my mind. My bad. Totally sorry about that.
Oh my god. We haven't even been here 20 minutes yet. At least try to control yourself.
Oh, what's the big deal? We were just talking. And it's not like my husband or kid is around to see it anyway. No harm done, right?
You shouldn't be chasing after guys just because your husband isn't around. It's not appropriate behavior for a married woman. That's not why any of us joined this vacation, right? Let's focus on enjoying our time together and creating great memories instead.
What? Really?
Just get back here. We have to get to the hotel and check in. Everyone's waiting on you.
Okay. If you say so.
Hey, Clarissa. Is it okay if I head over to your room?
Why? What for? I thought we agreed we'd all just relax alone this evening. Do you guys have something planned I don't know about? We've been together since 6:30 this morning. Don't you think we should have a little alone time now?
It's not about that. We've been so busy all day, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. But it seems you still haven't paid for your portion of the trip yet. You said your husband was going to be getting his bonus the day before the trip, so you'd pay me the day we left. But you haven't done that yet.
Oh, about that. I'm sorry. I have to confess something. I don't actually have any money on me. I know it's hard to believe, but it's the honest truth.
What? Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
Alright, so here's the deal. I thought it'd be better to keep this on the down low, but you're really pushing for answers. It's seriously not my fault, I swear. Turns out my hubby's bonus this quarter was way tinier than we expected, so I'm strapped for cash right now. But I promise to square things up once we're back home from this trip. Honestly, I was kind of hoping you could hang in there and wait until he gets his next bonus. Can you do that for me?
Clarissa, are you out of your mind? What were you thinking?
What do you mean? Why are you so upset?
Nothing up till now required any money because we put your plane ticket on the same credit card as everyone else's. But from tomorrow on, we're going to be going around different places, sightseeing and shopping. Food, shopping, sightseeing and souvenirs. You're going to have to pay for all of that yourself. So why would you come here with no money? I don't see how you could knowingly go on a 3-day trip and not bring any money with you. And if you've got access to a credit card, that means you can pay us back for the trip. Ever heard of cash advances? So don't make any excuses.
But Stephanie, I assumed you'd cover all the expenses while I'm here. After all, we're sisters. It's only fair that we lend each other a hand during tough times, right?
What?
It's not my fault that I can't afford this trip, so what choice did I have? You're aware that I don't earn any money, right? I'm still financially dependent on my husband, and that's just the reality of the situation.
If that was the case, you shouldn't have come on the trip in the first place.
The plane ticket was already bought, so I couldn't back out. Plus, that'd be too embarrassing. I'll get the money to you eventually. Speaking of money, I'm going to need you to give me some spending money tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I won't be able to enjoy this trip. Oh, and make sure you give me American dollars. I'll convert it myself if I need to.
Clarissa, are you not listening to a word I'm saying? You're being way too selfish.
Look, I'm out for a walk on the beach right now. I'm trying to enjoy myself and have a good time. So let's not talk about this now.
Why are you telling me that just now?
You shouldn't waste the evening in your room. A walk on the beach at sunset is so romantic. I wonder if I'll meet someone special. Talk to you later.
Clarissa! Clarissa, where are you? We're all down in the lobby waiting for you. You're not still sleeping, are you?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you that I won't be joining you girls today. Have fun without me.
What?
You know that handsome guy I met at the airport who speaks English? I met him again while I was walking on the beach last night. It must be fate.
You did what?
You won't believe it, but he's staying at the same hotel as us too. I'm going to spend the day with him. We've had so much fun already. So you girls enjoy your sightseeing without me.
What are you talking about?
He told me he'll pay for everything for me today. Spending the day with him is going to be way more fun than spending the day with you girls.
Clarissa, what is wrong with you? You're married and you have a daughter. What are you thinking? Spending the day with another man? Just because you're in another country doesn't mean you can cheat on your husband. I'm heading up to your room right now. I'm going to put a stop to this.
You can try, but I'm not in my room. I spent the night with him in his room.
What?
He's holding me in his arms right now.
Clarissa.
I don't want you interrupting us, so I'm not telling you his room number.
I can't believe you.
Don't act like it's a big deal. Look, I'll meet up with you girls tomorrow before we leave for the airport. Everything will be fine. Enjoy your trip. I'll be in good hands until then.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'm not going to message you again. We're going to be doing everything as scheduled. If you're not there at the locations at the specified times, we'll just assume you're not coming. And if you're not there, that means you're on your own. I'm not going to be babysitting you anymore.
That sounds great. You should have done that from the start. Goodbye. Hi, Stephanie. I'm in the hotel lobby. Where is everyone? I'm actually early for once. How long are you girls going to be?
Clarissa.
I need to give you back the key so you can check out for me. Otherwise, they'll expect me to pay the bill.
Pay for your room?
Why are you acting like this is a surprise? I told you I don't have any money. With this hotel, you pay when you check out, right? That's why they hold on to your driver's license when you check in, right? You can't get it back until you pay them, right? So you have to pay for me. You promised to pay for everything for me while we were in Costa Rica. Remember?
No, I didn't. I'm already back home anyway.
Huh? You what?
You said you were going off on your own. So we had the hotel take your room off of the bill with the rest of us. Seemed natural since you weren't actually part of our group anymore.
Wait, what? You're already back home? How can that be?
We've already flown back. We're off the plane and back home already.
What? How is that even possible? The schedule said you were meeting in the hotel lobby at 5. I'm early. You said you were going to be following the schedule to the T.
Yeah, 5 a.m. Checkout times at a hotel aren't late afternoon. If you're still at the hotel, they're probably charging you for an extra day.
Huh? Is this some kind of joke?
Look a little closer on that schedule I gave you. It said that we were taking an early morning flight back home because it was way cheaper. I guess you didn't read it too well now, did you?
What the? If that's the case, you must have noticed I wasn't there when you met up in the morning. How come you didn't message me or come to my room to wake me up?
I told you the reason already. I said I wasn't going to message you anymore. And I told you that if you're not at the locations at the specified time, we'll just assume you're not coming with us. We assumed you were with that new man of yours, and that he'd be paying for your hotel bill and helping you get back home. Don't try to blame your current situation on me.
But, Stephanie, you know I don't have any money on me.
I guess you pull out your credit card then. I asked your husband about it. He said he didn't want you taking cash with you in case to get lost or stolen. But he said you have a credit card with you. Pay for your room and plane ticket with your credit card.
About that? I didn't tell my husband, but I've already maxed out my credit card buying new clothes and accessories for this trip. I have no way to pay for anything.
Well, that's not my problem. If you need help, call your husband.
Huh?
I told you, you're on your own. I can't believe you thought you could take a trip to Costa Rica and not pay a cent.
Stephanie, please. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
I've heard that one before. I'm done with you. Like I said before, if you want help, try asking your husband.
Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of your husband, he came to the airport to pick you up when we landed.
What? Why was he there?
It seems he can read a schedule much better than you can. Anyway, he seemed like he was quite pissed that you weren't there with us. And when he asked us why you weren't, we told him exactly why.
Exactly why?
Yeah, that you were too busy being in the arms of a handsome man to adhere to our schedule. I told him everything you told me. I showed him the text you sent me too.
You did what? Why? Why would you do that to me?
After that, Clarissa arrived back home 3 days later than expected. I assumed the first thing she would do too was to come by my house and start yelling at me. But that wasn't the case. It was quite the opposite. When she finally got back home, she had a lot of people yelling at her. Since her credit card was maxed out and their bank account was empty, her husband couldn't help her with her situation in Costa Rica. She ended up calling her parents and having them wire her some money to pay her bills and get back home. That might not have been so bad if Clarissa's husband hadn't called them and told them she was in Costa Rica with another man. Upset that they had to bail her out of her situation, and upset that she was cheating on her husband and daughter, her parents had had enough of her and told her that after this incident, they were never speaking to her again. Only moments after that, her husband handed her divorce papers and announced that he was planning to try and take custody of their daughter. Her husband already had suspicions about her not being faithful the past couple of years. He told her he'd hire a private investigator if she didn't agree to his terms of the divorce. I guess Clarissa didn't want anyone looking into what she had been up to the last couple of years because she didn't put up a fight and gave her husband what he wanted. Her husband got full custody of their daughter as well as the house. Clarissa ended up getting absolutely nothing in the divorce and still had to pay her husband child support on top of everything else. She had to move far away into a tiny, rundown apartment and get a job cleaning public toilets just to make ends meet. Nobody around here has seen or heard from her in a long time. But if you ever see a woman crying while cleaning the public restrooms, it might just be Clarissa.